Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I have an exciting live stream for you. We'll be talking about a cloud-based Divi template library called Divi Monk. Now, if you're a freelance designer or you have a design agency, this is the best way, in my opinion, that you can get the ground up and running when it comes to designing websites. They have fantastic looking templates, so this is what we'll be going through today. I'll also show you how to set up the plugin step by step, and most importantly, this plugin has a massive discount, and I'll also be going through how to get that discount. I'll also show you how to customize these templates once you load them up on your website, and also how to use the sections and the modules. Now, already I can see quite a lot of you have tuned in. Thank you very much for that. In fact, I can see here Michael. Michael, thanks for tuning in from the US. We also have MCP Consultancies from Grenada. In fact, that's Marcus. Fantastic. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, as I mentioned, Divi Monk is an online template library. So basically all these templates that we have, in fact, over 200 of them, they are in the cloud. So you can install the plugin and use all these templates as you build your websites. And the most exciting thing as well is you can also use these and brand them as you like, because you have the ability to do so. And I'll be showing you also how to set all that up. Okay, so let's dive into the demo and let me show you. In fact, before I go into the demo, I can see more people have tuned in. We have Helen from Sweden. Oh, wow. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We also have John St. Louis, I think. Yes, good morning. Good morning, John. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to dive straight into the demo, and I'm going to show you how to get started, because this is a fantastic offer. I mean, think about it. These templates for the lifetime membership, it costs $299. But if you get it through Hustler Bear, you only get it for $59. Okay, so let me show you how to do that. So we're going to dive over, and I'm going to show you step by step how to where to get this deal, how to get started, and also how it all works together. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to go to hustlerbear.com. This is where we have this deal. So here you can see for the lifetime access to Divi Monk, it costs $299, but over here on this deal, you only get it for $59. So once you're here, go ahead and click on Buy Now, sign up, and once you've done that whole process and you've purchased this deal, you will get all your login instructions to sign up onto Divi Monk to download the plugin. So all this will be sent to you via email. Now, once you have all that information in place, the next thing you want to do is to come over here to Divi Monk. So here on Divi Monk, you go to account and then you click login. Now, as you can see, I'm already logged into my account, and this is what it looks like. So here it shows you the download, it shows you the license keys, the purchases, subscriptions, and your profile. This is where you actually change your password if you need to change it, and also change your email or your name. Right, okay, so back over here to downloads. To download the plugin, all you need to do is to click on Divi Monk templates. You click on it once, and then it's going to start downloading onto your downloads folder. Now, the next thing I'm going to do now is to go to my website. So over here, I've installed a brand new install of Divi. Now, if you're not an Elegant Themes member, you may want to go and become a member, because Divi is awesome when it comes to building beautiful looking websites. So here, this is a basic install. So what I'm going to do is to click on Dashboard. So here I need to install my plugin. So I'm going to come over here to Add New. And then I'm going to click Upload Plugin. Click Choose File. Now I'm going to navigate to where I downloaded that plugin. So here it is in my Downloads folder. So you can see I have several of these because I've just been downloading this, testing it. I'm going to install it now. and then I'm going to go ahead and activate it like that. Okay, so as soon as you click activate, this is what you get. Right, so the first thing you want to do is to add your license key. Now your license key is over here in your Divi Monk account. So I'm going to click on license keys, and then I'm going to copy this license, come over here and paste it. And then next, I'm going to click activate license. This is very important because if you don't activate it, you won't have access to all this. Okay, so now, as soon as I click activated, I now get access to this library. Now, before I do that, I want to show you something very, very, very important. Now, if you can use this and white label it. So if I come over here to the top right and click on manage, you can see here the admin label is called Divi Monk, and this is the name that we get right here on the top. We can also hide the logo. So if you want to hide this logo on the top right here, we can hide it by just clicking here. On the plugin name, you can actually change the name of the plugin if you wanted to and customize it and make it your plugin. So this is the beauty of using this plugin, because you can white label this and add all your personal details, your company details, and so on. So I'm just going to leave this as it is. And then on the bottom here, I can just go to manage templates. Okay, so this is our main library. So this is where now we can take a look and see which layouts we're going to need for our projects. So the good thing here as well is you can also search these templates. So let me search for fitness, for example, and you can see here they narrow down to these pages. Now, the good thing about this is these are all the pages that we need for our website, so I can download all these straight away. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come over here and click on download. And by the way, you can also preview this. So I'm just going to click on preview briefly so we can see if this is the layout that we need to go with. Okay, so you can see here that this is a beautiful layout. So that's the one I'm going to go with. I'm just going to close here, and then I'm going to download these layouts. That. Excellent. Now, just to confirm that this has been downloaded, you can also know by taking a look at this check mark. So this means that it's all downloaded. So now that we have all this downloaded, we can now go ahead and start building our pages. So the advantage that we have here is we already have the home page, the about us, the contact, and the classes page. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to go to pages. In fact, before I go there, I'm just going to come over here to my Divi library and just take a look at these layouts. So we can see here, we've got a fitness, home, classes, contact, and about. Fantastic. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to build our website. So I'm going to come over here to pages, click on add new. Right, so I'm going to start by designing my home page. So I'm just going to name this home. And then I'm going to click on use the Divi builder. And then click on load from library, add from library. So these are the layouts right here. So I'm going to start off by adding my home. So I'm going to click load. So now that I've selected this, this is the layout that's now loaded on my page. So what I normally do here is I go ahead and click on publish and then go into the visual builder. Now this is where I'm going to show you that actually you can go in and customize further this layout. So I'm going to click on use visual builder. Okay, so because this is my first time using Divi on this website, we have this tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on start building, and now we are in our visual builder. So this is where now you can go in and make further customizations. So let's say I need to change this headline. So I can always come here into this gear icon of our modules like that. I'm going to snap this to the left because I prefer working like that. Right, so what I can do now is I can get rid of all this, right? So I'm going to come over here to Lorem 2 to get my dummy text. So this, I'm just doing this quickly so you can see, how you can add your own text. So I'm going to paste my own text in here. And I'm going to also have a title to go with this. Right, so in order for me to do that, I'm going to come over here to my visual, highlight this text, and then I'm going to come over here and select heading 1. So now I have my heading and I also have my text. So let me go to design, and then over here I'm going to go to heading text. So this is where I can change the font if I wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it as it is, but I'm going to change the weight. So I'm going to make this ultra bold, okay? And I'm also going to make this text bigger, slightly bigger, and I'm going to make it all caps. So with this now, you can further customize this. You can actually have a drop down if you wanted to, here like that. Make your adjustments. Like that. So you can see that this gives you a very good starting point when it comes to designing websites. So I would really, really recommend this. So now that I have my heading the way I want it, I can actually go in and make further customizations. So let's say I come over here to sizing and I need to adjust the width. I can adjust the width of that if I wanted to. But I'm just going to leave that as it is. I'm just showing you that all this can be done. So I'm going to save this. And the same applies if I need to come over here and change these icons. I can come in and change these icons. And of course, you want to make sure that your website has everything that you need from your client, or if it's your own project, you want to have your own images. So you can actually come over here. You can go in and make your customizations in here if you wanted to. And all this is highly customizable. All you need to do is to go into the section settings. Right, so let's say this page is fine, you're happy with it, and for obviously the contact form, you want to go in and add your email address. Here, you click on email, and then you add your email address. So I'm just going to add mine here, like that, and then save. So everyone that comes in here and fills in this form, the email gets sent to me. So it's recommended that you go ahead and do that. And also here on the contact us, you can go in and change your email address and your phone number and so on. Okay, so let's say you're happy with this. All you need to do now is to save the page. Okay, so the page is now saved. Now I can go and exit the Visual Builder like that. Save and exit. Now let's do a quick preview of this page. Right, so this is the page now with the changes that we've made. Isn't that cool? Right, so now that we've done the home page, you may want to do the other pages. So let me do one more example just to show you how easy it is to do that. So I'm going to come over here to my dashboard. And then I'm going to come over here to pages, click add new. Now this is my about page. I'm just going to name this about, click on use the Divi Builder. And then I'm going to click on load from library, add from library. So since this is the about page, I'm going to load the about like that, publish it, and then go ahead and make some customizations. Right, so I'm going to click on Use Visual Builder. And again, as mentioned before, you can actually come in here and do all your changes. So you can change all these images, replace these with yours, and also the buttons, you can all change all that. Now, here's the thing. If you want to set up your site so that the page, the home page, is the actual page where people see when they visit your website, let me show you how to do that. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and save. And then I'm going to click on dashboard. So in fact, before I go ahead and change that, let me just show you what is happening at the moment. So right now, if I come to my website, you can see it is still set as a blog. But if I click the home, this is where we get to see this page. So ideally, we want this page to be the page which people see when they come to our website. So let me show you how to fix that. So I'm going to click on dashboard, and then I'm going to come over here to settings, reading, and then my homepage displays, your homepage displays as, right now it's set to your latest post. I'm going to change that to static page, and then I'm going to select my homepage as the static page, and then click on save changes. So now if I go to my website, I'm just going to do this in a new tab. Now our page is opening up this site, which is fantastic. Now, there are also a few things that we can do. So let's say I don't want this white primary header area here. I need to change that. So how do we do that? So let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to come over here to my dashboard, click on Divi Theme Customizer. Okay, so here's a few things that you can do. I'm going to come over here to header and navigation, primary menu bar. Now over here, this is where you can come in and change your text color, your background color if you wanted to. So you can see here as I scroll, I can actually change this color like that. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go with this color. My text color, obviously now I can't read it because it is really dark. I can change that so you can see as I'm moving this slider, that is changing. I can also make my font style here bold if I wanted to, all caps. And I can also change the size here, make it bigger. In fact, that's a bit too much, so let's leave it at about 15. Okay, so let's say I'm happy with that. I'm going to go ahead now and save. Okay, so now that's saved, I'm going to show you how we can also adjust our menus. So I'm going to come over here to appearance, click on menus, because at the moment our menu here is showing the sample page, and also this is not organized properly. So that's because we don't have a custom menu. So let's fix that. So over here I'm going to create a brand new menu. So I'm going to click on create a new menu. Let's give it a name. So I'm going to call this main menu. And then over here, I'm going to click on create menu. Right, so now we have the ability to add all our pages onto this menu structure. So here I'm going to click on view all because I need to see all the pages. So far I've only got 2 pages. I'm going to click add to menu. So those are 2 pages. If you also have custom links, you can also add your custom links from here. But I'm just going to leave this as it is. And then the most important thing is to make sure that this primary menu button is checked, because this is what selects your main menu. I'm going to click on save. And now, if we come to our website and refresh this, you'll notice that this has been updated. So as we add new pages to our website, we can always add our pages here to the menu, and you can also arrange them by just dragging them if you wanted to. Okay, so let's say we've created the contact page. It will show up here when you click on view all, and then all you need to do is to add that contact page onto this menu structure. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick look at the questions here, and so far I have a question here from Elaine, and Elaine says, did I have a template for a car club? Okay, now I'm not sure, so I'm going to do this now and check if that template is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my computer so I can do this search live while so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm over here on my website. So to check if that is there, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come over here to this Divi icon, and then I'm going to go all the way down here to Divi Monk like that. And this is our library. So all I have to do now is to search. So I'm just going to use the keyword car, And straight away I can see here that there is one. I'm just going to click here to preview it. Okay, so this is the one that we have. It's not really a car club, but the beauty with these templates is you can actually go in and make all your customizations there and make it, the way you want. So this is where you can use this as a starting point. Okay, if you have any questions, you can, drop them into the comments box, and I'll try and answer those. So as you can see, this is a very, very good way of getting started with designing websites, because all these templates are ready for you to use. You can see they have beautiful colors, the images are amazing, and also the layout is also brilliant. So this can serve as a very good starting point. So if you're a freelance designer, or even have a design agency, or even if you want to build your own websites, this is the best way to do it if you don't want to spend a lot of time building everything from scratch. This is a very good point to get started with designing your websites. And the most important thing as well is hustlerbear.com has a fantastic deal. So if you go there right now, in fact, I'll just go back to the website and show you this deal one more time. So if I go over here to Hustler Bear, we can see now that we have this countdown. It is 5 days left now for this deal. And as I mentioned, this goes for $299, but you can get it for $59. So this is a fantastic deal, and you have access to all of this. And most importantly, this is a lifetime deal. So all these additions that are added onto the library, you will have access to that. And as a starting point, 200 plus templates, that's a lot to get started with. So this could be your starting point if you want to, get into your web design career, and let's say you want to build websites. This is a very good starting point. Okay, so I'm just going to check one more time and see if we have any more questions here. So we are broadcasting from on Facebook and also on YouTube. Right, I've got a question here from MCP Consultancies. He says, can you export the layouts after it has been downloaded? Absolutely. So once these are downloaded onto your website, you can export them. You can do pretty much anything that you would do with any Divi layout. So yes, you can do that. Monique says, greetings from the US. Thanks a lot for tuning in, Monique. Appreciate it. Right, let's take a look if I have any more questions here. How to hide all the templates from your clients? Okay, that is possible as well. Let me just show you. And this question is from Miriam. Okay, so I'm gonna go and show you where you can do that. So back over here on my website, if you go over here to the top right, I'm not sure if you can see this though. You see this link called Manage. So I'm gonna click on it like that. And over here, this is where you can customize this, right? So over here, we have this option which says hide plugin right there. So you can hide this plugin. So I guess this answers what you're asking. And there's also quite a few things you can do as well as hiding the plugin. You can customize this with your information. But yes, if you do want to hide your plugin, yeah, the option is there. You can always go in and hide the plugin. And if you want to go back to your template library, all you need to do is to click here where it says Manage Templates, and that takes you back. Okay, I hope that answers the question. Let's check again and see if there's any more questions. Julio says, hello from Venezuela. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Okay, I'm just going to check on Facebook if there's any questions on Facebook. Yeah, if you have any questions regarding Divi Monk, please just drop your questions in the comments box, and I'll do my best to answer them. Right, so over here on Facebook, it looks like we don't have any questions. Okay, so basically this is what I thought I'd share with you. So the link to Hustler Bear is in the description. So you can click that and get this deal. And as I said, the time is ticking. We only have 5 days left. So this is a great opportunity of getting this product, which costs $299 for only $59. And this is a lifetime deal. So I would recommend it. And so go ahead and do that. And also, if you want to learn how to design websites using Divi, I also have a link in here which you can use. It gives you a 50% discount. This is a full course. It's called Divi Blueprint 3. So the course basically teaches you the ins and outs of Divi, and it shows you how to build amazing looking websites, and it also goes through all the tools that we have in Divi just to simplify the whole process of building a website. So that's diviuniversity.com. So if you click that link and use a coupon code DV50, that will give you the 50% discount. And if you haven't bought Divi as well, there's a link in the show notes which you can use to buy Divi itself, because Divi Monk obviously will work if you have Divi installed on your WordPress website. Okay, looks like I have a few comments in here. John says, great walkthrough. Thanks a lot, John. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Miriam says, yes, thanks. So I guess I've answered all the questions. So that does it for today's live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate you spending your time with me here on this live stream. And I'll be back again next Saturday with something else which I think will be very interesting for you and something that can help you design amazing looking websites. So thank you very much for tuning in and have a good weekend. See you next week. Thank you.